Hello, this is Jennifer Grady and Anthony Mance from the Grady firm in Southern California, and we're here today with a very exciting announcement. Today, June 1st, 2020, USCIS has announced that it is bringing back premium processing for forms I-129 and the I-140, which have been suspended since March due to coronavirus. And so this is very exciting. If you had been waiting to file your application, or if you had already filed it and you're waiting to do the premium processing, you would add the I-907 form and submit that to USCIS. And the point of this program is that it would provide you with a 15 calendar day turnaround for USCIS to either give you a decision, a request for evidence, a notice of intent to deny, or a notice of denial. And so the benefit of this is that applications can take months. Right now, since March, we've had some applications actually on the faster side taking 2 months, but they could take up to 5 or longer. And so if you pay the additional fee of $1,440, you get the benefit of that faster processing time. However, we're not sure if there is going to be a rush to do this, and if everyone is applying at the same time, if USCIS will use the tactic of giving a request for evidence, otherwise known as an RFE, in order to buy time, since everyone would be applying at once. So we do recommend you speak with us or your attorney about whether it's a good idea to do that right away, or if you want to wait a little bit before doing it. So the premium processing will be reinstated in phases. And so today, June 1st, USCIS will accept Form I-907 for all eligible Form I-140 petitions. So Anthony, tell us a little bit about what those are used for.
I-140 petitions are used for permanent resident applications that are associated with employment. So EB1, EB2, and EB3 applications. And they are the petitions that either the self-petitioning applicant will file, or the petitioning employer will file on behalf of the applicant. And so generally in most employment scenarios, that's what they would use for it, that form for.
Great. So if you had already applied in the last 2 months and now you want to go ahead and get that premium processing, you could do that starting today. The second phase would be June 8th next week. USCIS will then accept premium processing for all H-1B petitions that were filed before June 8th, so anytime up to the next week, that are pending adjudication and are CAP exempt. So Anthony, tell us what are CAP exempt applications.
So CAP exempt applications are going to be applications for H-1Bs that are not counted against the H-1B cap. So they're going to be applications, for instance, that are requesting a change of existing H-1B employment, extension of H-1B employment, amendment of H-1B employment, or for applications that are associated with specific nonprofits, education institutions, and research institutions that are in general themselves CAP exempt, so they can employ people in H-1B positions without being counted against the cap.
So that's a smaller group. It's really H-1B applications, or people who are already on an H-1B visa that are extending or modifying the one that they already have, or as Anthony said, that small set in nonprofits or education. And the bigger one that applies to most of our clients and most employment-based visas is the I-129 for non-H-1B petitions for other non-immigrant classifications that were filed before June 8th and would be pending application. So that means if you're filing it between now or previously up until the 8th, then you would go ahead and send in that I-907 form. And so the ones that are included here are the E1 or E2, which are your treaty, trader, investor visas, the H2B, which is for temporary non-agricultural workers, the H3, the L1A or L1B, which are intercompany transferee, executive managers, or specialty special applications, the O1 and O2, extraordinary ability, P1, P3, Q1, religious visas, and the TN visas for Canada and Mexico. Then in the third week of June, effective June 15th, USCIS plans on resuming premium processing for H-1B petitions requesting that are exempt from the cap because the employer is cap exempt, or they'll be at a cap exempt institution such as Institute of Higher Education, nonprofit research organization, or a governmental research organization, or they're cap exempt based on a Conrad or IGA waiver. And so that's going to apply to people in the medical profession. Lastly, on June 22nd, USCIS plans on resuming premium processing for all other Form I-129s, including the H-1B cap subject positions for fiscal year 2021, including change of status from F1 non-immigration status. And so if you were someone who applied for the H-1B back in March and your application did make it through the lottery and was accepted, you may know that premium processing was suspended, as they really do every year in that case. And so this would be the opportunity now for you to speed up that waiting process to see if you can get a decision this summer before we get into October. It also would give you more time to respond to any request for evidence, because it's a very high likelihood that you would receive one on that type of case. And so USCIS just wanted to advise that it may make any changes to this at any time. This is the most current information as of June 1st. So we ask you to check back at gradyfirm.com for more information, or always go to uscis.gov. You can check out, they have a news section there for latest updates, and they also have a site, uscis.gov/forms/ how do I request premium processing, and there's hyphens in between each word there, and that's going to give you a little bit more information on how to use the premium processing. And the second big piece of news here is that we have field offices reopening starting June 4th. And this is a big deal. People have been waiting to do interviews. They've been waiting to do biometric appointments. And so some field offices and asylum offices will resume non-emergency face-to-face services to the public as of June 4th. So that's definitely something we've been waiting for people with pending applications to go ahead and move on to the last stage of that. And there will be COVID-19 factors in place. You can go ahead and check out our blog with the details on that, but by now you know the drill about wearing masks, not entering if you have symptoms, or if you're under quarantine. And look out for notices for any interviews or biometrics appointments to let you know when those will be changed. A lot of our clients, they were having appointments being canceled on them since March, and so we'll be looking out for those in the next few weeks to see when those are going to be republished. And then lastly, some field offices are now closed, so you want to check out uscis.gov and look at office closings for a list of the latest changes there. If you do have any questions, or we can help you looking at your application, filing a new one, or even assisting with the premium processing process, go ahead and give us a call at 949-798-6298. or check us out at gradyfirm.com. Thanks so much, and we look forward to speaking with you soon.